All right, look, before we get started with this video, I want to give you a little short story. So I was out here hunting down the Pixel XL. I really didn't want to, but I needed to get one because I needed to make content for you guys that's watching right now. So I went down to the T-Mobile store first. I actually ended up getting it from Best Buy because they actually had it in stock, but I went to T-Mobile first. When I walked into the store, the clerk came up to me and said, "How can I help you?" And I was like, "Upgrade." And that's the first thing I said, right? I was like, "Upgrade." And she was like, "Oh, I can help you with that," because I didn't want to be like, "Do you got a Pixel?" I didn't want to just say that. And she said, "Oh, what are you looking for?" I was like, "The Pixel Pro XL." And she was like, "Oh, okay." She said, "Wow." And I said, when she said, "Wow," I was like, "Why you say wow?" She was like, "Not a lot of people come in here asking about that phone." And I was like, "Really?" She said, "No." She said, "But mostly the people that do come in here kind of know what they're talking about." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "They're more like techies and stuff like that." And I started laughing, right? Because I was like, "Dang," because I'm a techie and I'm up in here talking about a Pixel, right? Like, so I was like, "So what do everybody come in here and ask for?" And she was like, "Samsung." I was like, "Oh, okay. So Samsung phones, got it." I knew that, obviously, right? And then I was like, "What about iPhone?" She said, "Yeah, they asked for those too." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So nobody really come in here and ask for Pixel. She said, just a few people. It's pretty rare." I was like, "Oh, okay." It's like Google's trying. They're trying, but I was like, it's one of my favorite phones. And then when she was like, "What are you upgrading?" I pulled out my Pixel Fold. She was like, "Oh, I see you got the Pixel Fold." I was like, "Oh, so you know what it is?" And she was like, "Yeah." She's like, "All right, let me go to the back and see if I got that phone for you." So she went to the back, and I'm sitting here walking around looking at the Pixels and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait till I get this phone." And she comes back. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have it in stock, but we can order it for you and have it for you by Wednesday." I was like, "Wednesday? It's a little. I'm okay. I'll be back." And she was like, "Okay." She was like, "So do you have a YouTube channel or something?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then she was like, "Oh, well, can I get the your link?" I was like, "Sure." I said, "You like Pixels?" And then she pulled out her Pixel. Okay, so listen, me and her had like another good 30-minute conversation for a while after that, but then I had to leave because I had to get the Best Buy to go pick the one up that I, well, the one I currently have now, but Best Buy actually had one in stock. So, well, a few in stock, but got there just in time. But yeah, that was an interesting story. All right, let's get to the video. We're talking about my first impressions, right? So I don't really have first impressions because I really messed that up because prior to the release, before everyone got theirs, people were talking about it and they're going to Best Buy and different stores looking at them and stuff. And I decided to mosey on down there to Best Buy and I looked at it myself. So my impressions of it was already there. Out of the box experience, I just killed that. Next time, I promise I would never, ever go look at another phone again until I get it in my hands because I want that experience. So I took that away from myself. But first impressions, I want to say this phone feels phenomenal. I've always been a fan of the iPhone design. I know there's a lot of controversy behind that. Me personally, as a Pixel guy, I am 100% happy with the new design change that they made. And I know it's similar to the iPhone. I literally took the phone and gave it to my wife and I said, "How does this phone feel?" She said, "It feels good." I said, "Does it feel better than your iPhone?" And she said, "Yes." And I was like, "Why?" She said, "Because it feels smoother," right? And I'm sitting there like, "Smoother?" Oh, she mean the edges. I said, "Is it the edges?" And she was like, "Oh, that?" Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, that." She was like, "Yes, that's what it is." So she actually likes the feel of the Pixel as well, coming from her iPhone or whatever like that. And I know it's the exact same design, but that's the part that's better, right? It feels way better in hand because how Google did the edges. That's really the main thing. That's my biggest impression about the design. I love it. And right now in this video, I'm just going to talk about some reasons why you will probably want to upgrade. And these are the reasons why I actually upgraded. And it may be the same reasons why you want to upgrade. One for me was the design. Obviously, the design was like a big change. It was squared off how I like it. I can actually sit my Pixel up without propping it up against something now because that's how I used to do my iPhones when I take pictures and stuff from my product shots. I can do that with a Pixel finally. And I really love the design of it. I mean, at first I didn't like the camera hump, but man, in person, it's different. It's really different. And yeah, I love it. So I would say design would be one of those reasons. Now, keep in mind, this is not like the main reason, right? It's a collection of reasons why you may want to upgrade or wait, or why you may not want to upgrade. Number two would be cooling. Finally, the Pixels have a vapor chamber inside for cooling, but we're talking about only the Pixel 9 Pro and XL, yeah, the XL. So we're just talking about those two. Those two have vapor cooling now. So for a lot of you out there, even though I didn't have the heating issues or anything like that, I'm telling you now that you may have a much better experience if you actually stuck with the Pixels this year, because they have cooling now. So you shouldn't have any more heating issues, but hopefully, you know, the reviews come in and people start using it a little bit longer in some hot weather. Right now it's going into fall for me, so I'm definitely not going to be able to test that out. I got to wait for summer to come back around, or maybe spring for the hot weather to see if it's going to work. But I mean, it's probably going to work for me. I mean, my Pixel 8 Pro didn't overheat, so, or had heating issues. So vapor cooling, just like the Galaxy phone that I got, my S24 Ultra, I don't think that's going to happen. Now for number 3, and this one is really big for me. We finally have a ultrasonic fingerprint. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just so much better. That's all I can say. I don't have much to talk about. It's ultrasonic. You already know how ultrasonics work. Same one Samsung got. Phenomenal fingerprint reader. I'm just happy. I have way more hits than miss. Matter of fact, I don't even think I had a miss yet since I've been using it for like 2 days straight right now. No misses right now. We in it, baby. Finally. The next one would be speakers, and I don't really care about phone speakers at all, but I only put this in this category, or I only put this on this list because they're noticeably louder than the Pixel 8 Pro. And that's all I gotta say. 5. And this one is another big one for me. Screen brightness. Now listen, I thought that I was happy with the Pixel 8 Pro brightness until I got this in my hands, and I went outside and I was just like, yo, this is it. This is it. After this 3000 nits right here, that peak brightness, after that, I think we good. We don't have to go up, but we could keep going up. But we good at this point. I think this is the most visible screen that I've seen outside when it comes to smartphones right now. And I think we hit that good peak, unless the sun gets brighter or something. I don't know how that works. I don't know how physics work, but yeah, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problems with screen brightness. So if you have problems with the Pixel 8 Pro or your current Pixel, if you got an older one, this is another good reason to add to that list of why I should upgrade. Number 6, and I don't really care about this one, but I want to bring it up because a lot of people seem to care, but this is the selfie camera, the upgraded selfie camera. I took a few selfies, not showing you, but the quality is so much better than the Pixel 8 Pro quality. Definitely, and I would say if that's a good reason to upgrade, I mean, you can check out other channels that do this. I know you're talking about a selfie, but you're not showing us. Just go to other channels, my friend, because I don't really use the selfie camera. If you notice in all my videos, I never talk about the front camera at all, whatever, but I just wanted to bring it up as a upgrade because I seen people talk about it and I was like, let me check this thing out. And I took a picture. I was kind of impressed, and I was like, okay, maybe people are happy now, right? They got a better front-facing camera to do selfies, but I'm always a main shooter. I would turn the camera around and use the main sensor over any front camera and everything like that because I would like the maximum quality that you can get out of a phone. So therefore, I will always use the main sensor. I'll prop my phone up or something like that, use my watch to, take the picture and whatever I got to do. Selfies is it's not my thing. So we're going to talk about number 7, and number 7 is faster charging, but slightly faster charging. Let's just call it that what it is, right? Google, man, I was so mad, man, when I seen the leaks, right? And then I seen that they sold a 45 watt charger, my bad. And I was like, okay, maybe we about to get 45 watts. Found out we only getting 37 watts on the Pixel XL, and then on the Pixel Pro, the smaller one, you're still getting 27. So I don't know, Google, when are you going to just give us a faster base? 45, 65, in between, something like that. But again, I'm gonna put it as a reason to upgrade because it is faster than 27. So if anybody wanted slightly faster charging, we now have it on the Pixel XL version only. So yeah. All right. And I'm going to say number 8. No, I'm just playing. There's no number 8. I do want to say this though. AI stuff, right? I'm not going to talk about the AI stuff in here because a lot of those features are going to probably come in a feature drop real soon for like the Pixel 8, 7, and 6 and all that stuff like that. It may not get everything because of like the amount of RAM and other technical stuff inside the phone with the older models, but I'm pretty sure the Pixel 8 Pro will probably get a lot of these features real soon in a feature drop sometime, and you'll have all that good stuff that the Pixel 9 Pro has right now. So I don't really want to get in depth and talk about that. Mainly everything that I talked about was hardware upgrades more so than software upgrades, because software, Google does a really good job at kind of tripling their software down. So look, don't quote me, don't use my words and say that, hey, Delvon said we're gonna get this feature. I don't know, but I do know this, that we are going to get a feature drop, and the Pixel 8 Pro is going to get a lot of those features. I just don't know which ones they're going to get. Time will tell that tale. But other than that, I'm really excited to bring you a lot of content with this phone. I got so much stuff I want to talk about, so much things I want to do with the phone and everything. It's going to be a great year of Pixel, and I hope that you all are in for the ride, because I'm going to cover this phone all year long until the Pixel 10 series. Now, if you want to see more content like this, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Delvon Digital out.